shaking on the bone. Yeah, big fat woman, me shaking on the bone. Yeah, which side shaking? Another man, one is gone. Ask my woman, give me smallest change. Hey, give me your smallest change. And when she did, dollars fell down like rain. Take my woman, you won't keep her long. Yeah. Said if you boys take my woman, you won't keep her very long. 'Cause I got a new way of doing things, and you monkey man can't hang on. Yeah. That's a little bit of Meat Shakin' Woman by Blind Boy Fuller, North Carolina's Blind Boy Fuller. Oh golly, that's such an old Piedmont blues song. I have heard so many versions of it. Went back and listened to the original recording, I guess from the 20s, early 30s maybe. And you know, you hear so many versions of a tune, and they all get mixed together in your head, all these little licks and runs that everybody throws in there. I mean, St. Terry and Brownie McGee and Cephas and Wiggins, and I mean, so many people I heard do that song. So I basically just, what's the old John Coltrane quote? Learn every scale, every mode, learn to play it in every key, practice 24 hours a day, and then just throw out and play. Just forget it all and play. And that's basically what I'm doing. But I am pretty much, especially in the intro, playing it the way he did. So let's get into it. I guess first of all I should say, the old blues musicians, the black guys especially, had a real obsession with fat women. On this note, that's where we have to part ways. I will be proud of my Caucasian heritage in that I am not at all attracted to fat women. You know, I remember when I was a kid and I was starting out, actually one of the fellows I played with, he said, "Son, don't ever marry a woman that's bigger than you because she's going to run the house." Well, I'm 6'4", well over 200 pounds. I have met a few. You start going out and playing places where people were dancing and drinking and getting all sweaty and everything, and let me tell you, when you walk in there, the first thing you better do is figure out your escape plan. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into it. Blind Boy Fuller, two-finger style, right? So we're going to, this is in the key C. Now, it's a little, what's the most complicated part of the song? I mean, it's not it's too complex of the picking. It's the tempo. Really easy to speed this one up, and it just, you know, sounds kind of corny. But when you play it slow, you go... That's a very Piedmont thing, is to do a strum with that finger. Now, you could play this three-finger style, but that's not the way he did it. And I think to get the tempo, it really does work kind of going up and down with the two-finger, just pulling up with the index. So, you're in an open C chord, just regular old C chord, and we're going to go... So like 2 beats. Sometimes he just does 1. So 2 beats on the G note. That's first string, 3rd fret. All right, that's a very Blind Boy Fuller lick right there. He uses it a lot. So G, and that's what, D sharp, E. Move the middle finger over and grab that. What note is that? A? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, it's 3rd string, 2nd fret. Anyway. C7. Alright, really emphasize this is C7 chord. Then we're going to F. Bend that D note there. Pull off. Yeah, but well, it sounds better when you put it in context. There's a couple beats just going. And there's just a little bass run. He does it twice in every verse. And then your G, I'm sorry, go G. So essentially, you're playing a combination of a G and a C chord. So you go C. Now, this is what I struggled with. Listen to it. Was he going? All right. That's a big maybe. Or was he going? I'm not sure. Old recordings, I decided to go basically. Okay, so that I think was the turnaround in Reverend Gary Davis's Hesitation Blues. Let me think. Nope. Basically like that, yeah. So that's kind of what I did in the tune. Definitely, if you wanted to, you could go A flat, C7, F, G, C. And then you just kind of sit you up for the next verse. Okay, let's see if I can get through that. If I can remember what I did. That's the way I like to play it. I'm not exactly sure it's the way he did on the record, okay? But that gives me enough time to set up, you know. Ask my woman, bring the smallest chain. Hey, baby, bring me the smallest chain. And when I did, the dollars fell down like rain. Okay, so I take a little extra time there because it fits me. And because I may actually forget a line every now and then. It gives me a little chance to pause. That's actually a secret I've used for a long time in my playing. I'll do a little run or a little turnaround like that, and it gives me just a split second to remember the next line because I'm not always good at remembering the next line. Now, did I do anything else interesting? Probably not. I mean, you know, I just kind of sat there. That's a very Piedmont blues thing. You can work it into any tune in the key of C. And that just gave it a little variation. He did not do that on the record. I like it. So I threw it in. Y'all have fun with this one. It's it's a fun tune. It's not complicated. It's 3 chords. Well, 4 if you had the A flat, and then that's totally up to you. And I guess you could maybe don't see that as an A flat as much as an F chord because, right? Think of it as an F chord. So it really is 3 chords. It's just it's a beer joint tune. That's going back to the 20s and 30s and 40s, the old guys, they were playing, rough and rowdy places, and this was a tune that would have been featured. And I find them particularly enjoyable. I did leave 2 verses out. As I said, I'm not into fat ladies. Apparently, Blind Boy Fuller was really into fat ladies. And he had a couple of pretty racy verses at the end about feeling somebody's leg and all that kind of thing. That almost actually turns my stomach to think about, so I left him off. I just go on with the instrumental. I just do something like that, but that's me. Y'all have a good one. Remember, any questions or comments, email me, judson@judsoncarroll.com. Leave a comment or under the comments section under the video. I'll get right back with you. I think this is pretty straightforward though, but if anything is a little confusing, just let me know. Or if you just have a question about anything. I mean, I'm kind of a music historian, and I like to talk music. So anytime, just get in touch. Y'all have a great week. I'll talk to you next time.